This will be a major building program that we are putting in place to build additional capacity with higher standards. Our aim is to reduce the density of the dormitories, but also, importantly, to design new dormitories in a way that will be more resilient to public health risks, particularly the risk of pandemics, learning from the COVID-19 experience. We plan to put in place something close to around 60,000 bed spaces, and this could be done potentially by the end of the year.
Now, given Singapore's land constraints, dormitories are also a practical approach to housing some of our migrant workers. Now, this is unlikely to change. What will need to change, however, are the specifications as well as the management of the dormitories, including the daily living habits of the dormitory residents. The first is that our overall aim is to strengthen resilience against pandemic risks. So it is not just that we try and reduce the risk of widespread transmission, but how we can respond more effectively when there is an outbreak. The second point is that we should really work on the assumption that the risk will always be present in a dormitory, just like the risk is present in any household. A dormitory will always be a big household, and you can make sure that fewer people share the same room or facilities like kitchen or bathrooms, but there must also be discipline in the practice of hygiene and segregation. So we must be under no illusion that any specifications on their own will get the job done.
You should see this in the context of how we have continually been upgrading dormitory standards in Singapore. It's not the first time. The new dormitories today that are already in use are already better than the older dormitories. And so now that we are making another major program, putting that in place, we will, in the next batch of dormitory sites, achieve even better standards. So this is something that the government is committed to do, but I would also say that Singaporeans have to do our part as well, because in land-scarce Singapore, it is inevitable that some of these new dormitory sites would be quite near residential areas. So all of us must do our part by rejecting the not in my backyard mindset. We really need to appreciate the contributions of all that our migrant workers have been doing and will continue to do in building Singapore, and welcome them as part of our community. And this is an important part of how we can also learn from this whole experience and become a more inclusive society.